It's the morning, and I'm going to start my day with fresh juice for hydration, for clarity of mind, for ease of digestion, to rehydrate my body, flush my kidneys, and make sure I don't get low blood pressure when I go into the sauna from quickly losing too much water. This is how simple it is. You come here, you take your dry pieces of equipment, I've got the bracket here, whoopsie daisy, around the bracket. I put on the top piece. I bring forward the juicer. Lock it in. Put this in. I get the auger. Wash that one more time. It didn't dry properly. Okay. Get the auger. Twist that in. Check the machine works. Get your strainer. Get your jug. Put the strainer in the jug. Twist this to the side. This is how thin my cutting board is. I don't like thick ones. Grab a knife. Get your knife. Is that PC? Hey PC. Nice to see you, buddy. It's amazing we can keep in touch despite our distance. Sorry, 1 minute. I'm gonna just dry that off. Put this down. Grab the knife. Not 90 degrees, not 40, and then not 90 degrees that way, not 45 degrees. You have to bend it really low. And then you start at the tail here. And you finish at the tip of the knife. So I'm going to do 3 times. That direction. 1, 2, 3. Isn't that satisfying? Cool stuff. By the way, I look crappy today. It happens to me, guys. Like, don't expect me to look fabulous all the time. This isn't a clean sewer system. Just because I eat fruit doesn't mean I'm Jesus. I still have a backed up lymph system that is not filtering. So, and I don't get sunshine. I don't get 100% like stress-free life. Like, there's so many aspects of my life I could improve, and I'm working on. But I'm just being content with where I am and just doing the best I can. Which is juicing most of the time. And plus, when you detox, you're not going to look your best, because it's kind of like, you know when you make your room look clean because you stuff everything behind the closet, and then everyone's like, oh, the room looks clean, but then when you open the closet, all the crap comes out. That's how I feel people are with their bodies. They just like tuck things away, pretend nothing's there, and then when it comes up to like juice fasting or like going raw, just even going raw, it's like, oh crap, like what's all this pus, and like where's all this crap coming out my colon, my tongue, and my teeth? Why do I stink? Why am I getting dandruff? It's like your body's just like, eliminate. Your body always eliminates its weaknesses. You want to see how crappy it looks outside? It's dreadful. It's like windy. Look at it. It's like windy, gushy, grey, like spitting. Like, it's just like, but it doesn't stop me dancing. It doesn't stop me making YouTube videos. It doesn't stop me making my juices. So, point is, don't let weather make an excuse. Don't let weather make an excuse. PC, I love you. Thank you so much for you always align me to speak positively to myself. I'm like a bit of like a person who's like, no, I want to be a realist, but at the same time, I really appreciate the constant reminder of like loving yourself. I appreciate that a lot. Okay, so what do I want to start my day with? Well, I'm not gonna lie, I've been driving fast around in the car and I left this watermelon inside and it's been bashing around. Like, it's been like constantly smacking here and there, so I'm actually gonna make one of my favorite juices. I want to show you guys what that is. So, let me just wash the apple. Sorry. By the way, I'm very fortunate. So this has got a moldy part. I saw this in the store. I picked it up for free. It's got like a moldy part on the side. I'm just gonna put an. Oh, it's so hard with the thing. I'll let you guys can see. Put apple in there. That's what I like about my juicer. I don't need to really cut that much, but it helps to just. If you cut once or twice, it helps digest better for the juicer. Oops. I'm gonna put. So the recipe is apple, lemon, I'm so sorry guys, like, look, I don't have a cameraman, so just bear with me with all the like the bad angles and the constant moving around. It's just an Instagram live anyway, it's not a YouTube video. Look at that. There. I told you a million times, if what you're making doesn't smell amazing and it's not inviting, you ain't eating the right thing. If you're eating it and you get a bad reaction, you're not eating the right thing. So it's just like, jeez, woman, stop screaming. Coming in from Brazil. Brazil! I wish I was in Brazil. I wish I was in Brazil with a coconut on the beach. Super bronze. Getting my free sauna outside. But it's all good, I'll be content with where I am. Because the grass is not greener anywhere else. Happiness comes from within. Right, people? Let's sing it. Because you can dance to Michael Jackson no matter where you are on this rock. Okay. Ali's fruitarian cutting skills. Nice and long. Yeah, she gets a bit screechy. By the way, this is like a mushy kind of like watermelon, but that's fine because it gets juiced. That's what I love about the juicer. Crappy produce can always get like just, you can use it, basically less food goes to waste. Well, to be honest with you guys, when it comes to produce, it doesn't ever go to waste because it just goes to compost. Well, it should. So, the reason why I added apple and lemon is two reasons. Number one, it tastes good, but number two, the watermelon's dead. Well, not dead, but it's not like a midsummer Spain vine ripe watermelon. So it's like, look guys, I've got some of that white bit in as well. So it needs it. You get what I'm saying? Look. What I love about watermelon is it doesn't have much fiber, so you can just shake this. Look at that. Pale as a ghost, like me. There's the juice. That's the funny thing. People are like, oh, how many calories do you eat? It's like, I don't know how much I drink. I don't know how good this watermelon is. I don't know what the sugar content is. Today I put 3 apples. Tomorrow I put 4 apples. Last night I had a big salad. Today I have a little salad. It's like, there's too much yo-yoing around to be like obsessed about counting calories. Your body's not like a bank and it says, oh, we're closed. It's like, it's a continuous machine. That's what I don't understand, what people don't get. Things like, your body's like a river. Everything, well, it should be like a river. Everything's always moving. Calories are always getting used. Fats are always getting used. Nutrients are always going. Nutrients are always coming. So it's like this constant like ebb and flow. So why are you trying to calculate things and trying to make things perfect? Why don't you just make sure you're taking a lot of nutrients, clean water, sufficient carbohydrates, good sources of fat when needed. But let's just say the island's full of, wow, 1 month on liquids. That's a high level to be at. I'd love to do that in the heat. If I was in Bali sun, like super hot, I would love just that heat. That's what people need to understand. It's environmental. That heat induces you to just want not to digest food, just to be like on liquids. You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't get high on like the juice of watermelon, coconuts, oranges? It's a good way to train yourself not to be so like needy of like fullness. By the way, here's a salad I made yesterday. Still good. Let me smell it. Yeah. Okay. So I have to say, man, this watermelon juice is as pale as me. That's okay. We've got something in common. What does that mean? The flavor, and nutrient content of this watermelon isn't going to be too high. That's it. That's what it means. Is that such a bad thing? I don't know. I don't really care. As long as I've got a watermelon to drink, I'm grateful, because it's not even seasoned. So what else do you expect? If I'm going to drink seasonal, I don't even know what season is. We live in a different planet now. We're different times on this planet. So this way I'm just gonna basically mix it all together. Yeah, like guys, like times have changed. Like, what season is it? Like, it's all seasons all over the world. Thank God. We're so lucky for that. Okay. Let me answer the questions about Michael Jackson. Number one, I didn't live in Michael Jackson's time period in terms of like when he was like at his peak in the 70s, 80s and 90s. For me, it was at his peak all his life, but you get what I'm saying. Now, Michael Jackson in the 80s, 70s, being vegetarian meant being vegan. It wasn't, oh, I drink milk here and there. If you see someone like Michael Jackson, okay, just anatomically, a bit like how I look now, a bit like frail, well, not frail, but bony, skeletal. If you look at him on stage, empty stomach, no body fat, no excess muscle tissue, no inflammation. There's nothing on his face showing him that he's like got like organ issues. What you eat affects your consciousness. Read his lyrics. Show me one other artist that produces music like Michael Jackson. Clearly his creativity, complex singing, complex dancing, endurance, energy, vitality, compassion, humanitarianism tells you this guy was living on fruit juice. That's it. Long story short. Number two, his book confirms this. As I became more famous, I became more wary of my image in the public eye. I did a strict vegetarian diet. no pork, no fish. That's the other clue. Number 3, you never see him eat. Never, ever, ever. There's no images of him eating food. Except in the 2000s, like, you guys gotta understand, Michael Jackson isn't like a Dr. Morse, fruits, berries, melons, detox, herbs, obsessed about it. He's more like, the guy's an entertainer. He's not on earth to like give people health advice. And he doesn't label himself a fruitarian. I'm so sorry to say this, but he doesn't grow a beard and live like a hippie in the jungle. This guy is doing high athletic endurance concerts around the world, 2-hour performances, photo shoots, interviews, millions of people screaming for him every time he leaves a building. He did not live a life like yours. He didn't have time to eat. When you're Michael Jackson and you've got rehearsals to do, you've got photo shoots, you need to look good, you always need to feel good, you always need to be ready, your voice needs to be mucusless. You need to always be radiant. You can't be popping zits or like feel shit or have emotional problems because you have a concert to do tomorrow at 4 p.m. and you need to explode out onto the stage, stand there and give a high energy performance and sing live. Sorry, other artists don't do that. They're not Michael Jackson. If he steps away from this lifestyle, he can't do it. Sunlight energy, so the biophotons, the nutrients, easy digestion, straight sugar to the brain, lots of water to replenish all that water he's losing from singing and sweating. After he does that for a long time, let's say someone offers him a snack and he tries it and he feels crap, he starts to realize like, no, I don't really need that stuff. You get what I mean? So he's like, and he's not a food person. He's always mentioned before, he's not a foodie person. He doesn't, his sister is, and she's been overweight many times. But he goes, I don't really like, I'm not interested in food that way. So, not to be rude, our present world has an obsession with food. Michael Jackson didn't. And that's these people like PC, people put themselves on a juice fast, people do something like water fasting, dry fasting, raw foods, anything past the line of eating fruits and vegetables, becoming fruitarian, mono-fruit dieting, living on coconut water. Like, I've done all this stuff. Experiments. I'm a scientist. I'm researching. I'm in a quest for to know. My journey, if you guys want to know what my journey was about 2 things. Number 1, I wanted to fix my health problems. And number 2, I wanted to understand what made Michael Jackson Michael Jackson. That's what my journey's about. My journey wasn't about, oh, I want to go do ayahuasca and drug myself up and go live like a hippie and like do tantra all day. That's not my thing. That's why I live in London. I don't need to like run off to the tropics. I love tropical fruit. Like, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, I get high when I see stuff like this, jungle stuff. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. But my means and purpose is to understand the recipe Michael Jackson was following to get his level of vitality. Why MJ? Because MJ demonstrates traits into me that are just like that's like godlike, free, not attached to like having sunshine every day, sun gazing, urine therapy, herbs and this fast and that fast. It's like the guy just drank his orange juice and lived his life. Like, just chill. Like, we all think like there's a way we have to live, and it's just like, no. Go to the theme park, enjoy a roller coaster, go to your house, draw a picture, enjoy a movie, have a laugh, have a dance. When it comes to eating, get a nice delicious fruit, open it, eat it, move on. You know, like that. It's as simple as that. So it's like, I was looking for that freedom, that level of freedom, non-attachment. So, and don't get me wrong, like, you know, I feel like MJ when I'm on this level, and when I have my salads, I feel like it pulls me down. I'm like, I don't want to feel like this. And or if I'm in the tropics and we're obsessing about fruit too much, I feel like I'm drifting away from my purpose. It's more like I'm running around looking for fruit, where I actually get more, what do you call it? Blessings and happiness and joy, and my soul speaks to me like, or it pats me on my back when I help people, when I do videos, when I'm doing this. Like, it tells me like, yeah, this is what you should do. Help people, put content out there. Whether this is crap, unprofessional, not good enough, I can't do anything about that. Whether I look perfect, my hair looks bushy, I don't know, I look fat, I look thin, I look sick, I don't, dark circles out, dark circles not here. clean shave, bushy face. I don't know. I can't control all of this. I'm one person doing this whole thing. You get what I'm saying? The content, the juicing, the cleaning, the buying, the ideas, the videos. Like, I'm putting as much as I can out there. I can only do what I can do. I'm one person, and I'm paying for so much of this. And not being rude, but like, I expected much more business from Flavours of Light, but I really get like what, not even 1% business. So it's like my income from this whole channel is like super low. I'm not doing like a poverty shout here, but I'm just saying that I can only do what I can do, and I'm sharing I can go disappear right now. I can go live in the tropics and not share this information with you guys, but that doesn't fulfill me. I don't know what it is, but something just tells me that that's not right. No judgment to anyone who goes to the tropics. It's beautiful to go, but minus the mosquitoes. But as long as God can bless me with my blueberries and passion fruits here and my juices, I've got a steam room not too far. My mom borrows me a car for transportation. She's kind of my car now anyway. So, when you ask those questions about was Michael Jackson vegetarian, think to yourself, how do you stay constipation free, mucusless, high energy, vitality, skinny, no gas, no bloating, all that stuff? Show me anything. Look, show me one person in the world today with those results. You can't. Because very few people can do that level. Because why? Because what I realized was when I did the Tony Wright interview, I realized how self-conscious you can become when you're on camera. Imagine you're on camera 24/7 throughout your whole life. So for him, whether he meant to do it or not, he went into that path through the need of having to look after his appearance because he's in the public eye, and he's constantly on camera. If I put a camera on you 24/7, you will not fall off the wagon ever. I'm telling you. I'll prove my point. Look at celebrities when they come off camera. Example, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. There's many examples. Footballers, when they retire, what happens? What happens when they come off camera? They crash. So, yes, he was a clean vessel. And that's what we call light worker. Someone who shines that light and magnetizes people and encourages them to become clean, pure. Like, I'm not saying we all need to go like live in a forest, but it would be nice if our whole society was just like clean, radiant people. Like even me, like, I'm not even boasting about myself. I'm still like trying to get to a place where I still don't have green mucus constantly going. My fingernails look normal. My rash goes away. You know what I mean? But doing this, it proves it works. So that's really what I wanted to share. I'm going to. So that was. I don't call it breakfast, but it's just like I woke up late because I slept late. But I'm not too fussed about that. So basically, that's what I have. Like, that's my first. Like right now, I feel full from that, and I'm not trying to promote under eating or anything because I do stuff my face at times. But I'm just saying that in general, I'm happy with 1 liter of watermelon, apple, and lemon. Like, it's gonna give me the hydration and carbohydrates to keep on going. When my body says to eat again, I'll go make my next juice. I think my next one, I'm gonna make cantaloupe juice, orange juice, lemon juice, lime juice, frozen nectarine, frozen peach, frozen mango, and then stuff it with blueberries, organic blueberries, and then blend that all together. That's a new thing I'm doing, and it turns out really good. I really like it. It helps. Guys, if you can get frozen peach, try it. It is so insane. It adds like a creamy, thick texture to your juice. And it kind of makes it I call them like juice smoothies because it's mainly juice, but a few mango pieces and a few peaches if it's not sweet enough. But that's the thing, if you're doing cantaloupe juice with orange juice and you've got all that stuff going in, it should be sweet. If it's not, throw a few dates in. So basically, if the fruit is missing the sugar, there's ways to make it happen. The last thing I want to share with you guys is that I'm actually going to put this. Look how cool this is. I think Daniela's going to be so proud of me. Guys, look at this. Can you see that? I've soaked organic dry figs. And it's like, see that syrup in there? That's distilled water in there, and it's like, I'm going to pour this all into a, actually I might have to cancel the cantaloupe one and put this in with bananas. Ooh. Oh boy, guys, look at this. Whoa. Daniela, I don't know if Daniela's gonna watch this. This is soaked dry fig. Ooh. I just sucked the butt. And the seeds, I love the seeds of figs. They taste so good. It just disturbs me how the fig seeds don't digest. In what way you mean? You mean the fact that you poop out the seeds? Well, if you kind of think about it, seed dissemination is not just you going out and spreading seeds into nature. Seed dissemination works by pooping it out as well, through manure. When you eat pitaya, figs, passion fruit, they don't all digest. Can I say something? Pay attention to the taste of a fig seed, passion fruit seed, and dragon fruit seed, and tell me whether it's not delicious. Because you know people are like, oh, nuts and seeds, and I was speaking to Tony Wright about this, like essential fatty acids. The seeds that naturally come in the fruit that are edible, not like you have to spit those out, not tamarind and stuff, but the seeds in figs and the seeds in like dragon fruit and passion fruit. I don't know what other examples there are. Pomegranate, I guess. Very nice to flavour. So I'll leave you all guys with all that stuff. I'm telling you now, sucking on that fig, I feel like making that banana smoothie right now. But anyway, I'm gonna be patient, guys. Thank you so much for following this channel. Please share it. The following's not where I expect it to be, but you know what, I can't be surprised. Like, sometimes it makes me upset. It's like all these people around the world on their phones, and it's like no one's like, I don't know, I'm not gonna like complain or cry about it, but it's sad that there's not much more following into like healthy food. Why people don't want to hear it, you get what I mean? It's just like, I don't know what the obsession is with processed food and animal products. I think it's kind of like a curse, a spell. You get addicted. I was addicted. I don't blame them. Maybe they're just lost. I don't know. I don't know how to tap in. I don't know how to tap into everyone. I had to get to those people. But anyway, the essential fatty acids that you spoke of in dried figs, do they come from the seeds only? Yes. The EFAs are in the seeds, I believe. Sugar otherwise should be EFAs. Anyway, guys, and if you do have them and they're dry because it's out of season, soak them, let them germinate. Peace and love. Look after yourselves, and don't tell me that was a 666 sign. I'm just playing around like a kid. Don't get lost in those like conspiracy theories. Peace.